Let's go. Let's go. Back in the house. This is not dense updates. This is Ellie Hiller. This is a very not dense updates, but this is Ellie Hiller. We're happy to have you with us, girl.
Mhm.
We had such a good conversation last time. My wife was missing, but she's
I know,
back now.
We missed you, Colleen.
I know I missed you guys too. I was listening to it because I was still in the hospital at the time when you guys were live. And I was like, God, it's such a good conversation. And I have so many questions. Like I had so many questions I wanted to ask you guys and talk with you guys. But I always say it just means you guys have to come back on again. And it's fine.
Yeah.
It's all good.
And you were being a good daughter, which is more important than anything else. So
yeah.
That's
So
good.
I was still happy to be able to, hang out in the chat and, support you guys there. So, but it was great. I always love having conversations with you and Sarah Beth. And, at the end of the day, it just brings different perspective. And I'm like you, I'm pro truth. Like I'm like, you want to do what you want to do, but just give everybody the information. And I feel like that's where the lack is, or the line is drawn for so many people. It's like, you can do what you want. We're in a beautiful country that allows us to do what we want, but just have all the information before you make your choice. And I love that you said that, because I was like, that's exactly how I feel.
Right. Yeah.
What's up, Stephen Pillar? Is she a home wrecker? I'm going to tell you who's a home wrecker in a minute. KDL, what's up? Your mom, what's up? I am Chaz is a new member. Congrats, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pick the right channel. Ramirez, what's going on? Meg's mom. Joseph coming in hot with the thumbs up. Wonder
what roller coaster level of fine he's at, Megan. That is a beautiful comment.
Joseph is not my wife. I am allowed, unless Joseph wants to be my wife, in which case I will not give you the thumbs up. But if you,
she'll just say K.
I'll just say K. So, but yeah. Hey, have you seen, or no, where are we going? Did you survive the Verizon blackout?
Okay, I'm unaware of this. Y'all are gonna have to fill me in.
So Verizon was, I guess, having technical difficulties for a long time. And us as humans, the minute that, the internet stops working, we freak out. We feel like stuff is going on. One of our friends got, sucked into it to the point where he actually got himself locked out of his phone because he thought it was his SIM card. He thought it was this. He thought it was that. So he had ended up locking himself out of his phone after we all realized that it wasn't anything. It just was whatever was going on with Verizon. But, Evan brings up a really good point. You get 20, where is it?
Oh, Ivan, you got your $20?
Yeah, $20 refund for it.
Yo, people were mad. People were calling Verizon like, yo, I'm not paying for today. Yeah. Because I'm not paying. Give me my $20.
Well, you said that what did you read it, or did you see it on the internet the next day that like relationships were questioned or like struggling during those because people weren't answering their text messages? Babe, isn't that what you told me, that like, during it people were...
No, my uncle. Oh my God, my uncle and his wife, dude, they lost connection too, and my uncle was texting his wife the entire day and she wasn't answering him. So he was scared that she was mad and he had to bring her lunch. So he left the lunch on the sidewalk and texted her, and like he was scared. He thought she was literally mad.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Verizon out here breaking up Verizon was
marriages. Yeah.
Verizon was the home wrecker, like legit just out here just making people like sad and mad and shit. And then my aunt thought her daughter blocked her because her daughter wasn't answering either. So she was like, my daughter blocked me.
And this was just 20 hours? Like it was only 15. It was down.
It was 15 hours.
It was like 15 hours or something like that. Yeah. It wasn't that bad, but Instagram went down like that too. And everyone was freaking out because Instagram had like a blackout for a day.
Was it IG or was it Twitter?
I think it was Instagram because I don't have Twitter. So I think it was Instagram.
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, Joseph, this would have been awful. Imagine sending a K response and then the service going out.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's not good.
They're going to divorce court. That's what's happening with that.
Thank God me and Colleen were home at the same time that it happened. So it didn't matter to us. We weren't sending texts or anything. Like we were just home.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were talking about, at first I was confused because isn't there a country right now, I think it's Iran, where they basically took away all like internet access
Yeah.
Have y'all heard
Mhm.
about that?
Yeah. No, there's
That's
no.
scary.
Yeah, they don't want to upload anything, or they don't want us to know like what's happening over there. But it's all over Twitter. Like you can just go
Yeah.
on Twitter and see what's happening over there. It's crazy.
That's wild.
Kenneth the Lap, who's K? No, just answering K to your wife. Like when your wife texts you something, like I'm going grocery shopping, and you respond with K. Your
Just
wife's
never
gonna kill.
respond that way.
Yeah,
and you're
never
gonna
do
Just
that.
don't.
It's just not.
Yeah.
Just don't do that.
Mhm, just don't do that, and your marriage will be fine. Even
Yeah.
if you're mad at each other, your marriage will still be fine.
Right.
Mhm.
All right, let's go to the home wrecker thing because that was one of the funniest things that I've ever seen. Also, I want to know how it helps or doesn't help
Mhm.
marriages. So let me home. So there's a home wrecker law, and there's this like some representative or like governor or something. She was cheating with her head of security, and then the wife found out, and she's now suing the senator or the representative or whatever she is for being a home wrecker because it's a law in that state. It's amazing.
Mhm.
It's so good.
What state is it?
Hold on, pull it up right now. Where's Joseph?
Oh no, we're so spoiled now.
So it's basically the alienation of affection. It allows a spouse to sue a third party for intentionally destroying their marriage, but it's only active in a few U.S. states like North Carolina, Missouri, Utah, and what
What
fuck?
is HI?
Is that Hawaii? That's not Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Hawaii?
Gosh.
And South Dakota. Look at me. Look at me.
Like,
To win, I did it. To win, the plaintiff must prove that there was genuine love in the marriage and the third party's malicious conduct ruined it. So here's,
how do you prove genuine love also? Like,
I don't know, they have kids or they like pictures, Instagram. They prove it on Instagram. What's your Instagram look like? Does it look like you love each other on Instagram?
I wonder if you could subpoena text messages and stuff. That'd be wild.
You probably, oh, wow.
You probably
You
could.
probably can. So it's this chick, Cinema.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
I've never
what
even
is this?
heard of this.
No, go back. Yeah, former U.S. Senator Kristen Sinema being sued in North Carolina under one of the nation's most controversial and little-known civil laws, a so-called home wrecker statute that allows a spouse to sue a third party for allegedly breaking up their marriage. Yo,
Mhm.
That's wild.
dude.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, sorry. It's the wrong thing. Share this tab instead. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, that's fire. But yeah, that's her. So what do you think about this? Do you think like, does this stop? Like I love this. If I wish I would put it, I mean, my dad would be sued to no end.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
My dad would be owing women right now. Like he'd look, and I'm not judgmental. He got 6 kids, 5 baby moms. Like,
Yeah. Wow.
I'm not judgmental. Get it. But
Who's
hey,
getting paid?
he like
Someone getting paid.
you know what I mean? Like my mother was no.
But like,
Which
what's
one?
the point?
Baby mom
of
number 1? Baby mom number 1's getting paid.
Oh yeah, that's
My mom's
complicated.
baby mom number 2, but
Mhm.
she wasn't the cheatee. So baby mom number 1, there was a cheatee. She's getting paid. So
Wow.
does that deter?
Well, with the law though, what's the outside of like making money from the lawsuit? Like, is the couple supposed to is that supposed to help them like stay together? I don't know what the result, because I mean, if there's cheating going on, it's probably unlikely that the marriage is
Does
still
that deter the cheating though? Like if you're a 21-year-old girl out there living life, getting it, having your hot girl summer, are you gonna check and be like, yo, where's the ring tan? Where's the ring? I'm not gonna fuck around because I'm not trying to get.
God,
You know what I
I don't
mean?
know. I haven't thought deeply about this stuff yet.
No, this is amazing, dude. Absolutely amazing.
That's wild.
I think it's a petty. I think it's a petty law. I think
Yeah.
because,
I love it.
Oh, I do too. Because I would take you for divorce I would take you for divorce, and I take the hoe for the homewrecker. Like I would
I
take
know.
both. I would absolutely be that petty person. 100%.
So now
I'm
you're
for it.
getting money from the spouse because they're gonna pay you for damages and they're gonna pay your child support, they're gonna pay whatever.
Mhm.
And also you're getting like $100,000 from this chick that seduced your husband.
Mhm.
That's interesting. Have y'all heard of James Sexton? He kind of went viral on YouTube. He's a divorce attorney, really popular right now.
Mm-mm.
Oh, look him up. Go ahead.
He went on a ton of huge podcasts, like now Mighty Pursue is a big one, and he was on Lex Friedman and basically any big podcast.
Oh yeah, he was on Flagrant. Yeah, I saw him.
Flagrant.
Yep.
Yeah,
he
he
was
is
on-
so. I have no interest in like divorce. I just find him and the psychology of all that fascinating. And he says his big thing is like he works for the top of the top, like billionaires who are getting divorced.
Yeah.
And so he's seen it time and time again. And he said that the problem that he sees is that the barriers to entry for marriage are too low and the barriers to exit are way too high. And he's like, if we reverse that and made the barriers to entry for marriage really, really high, like you were forced to do, you know, a certain number of counseling sessions before you got married, or you were forced to like sit down and look at all of the financials that would result from a potential divorce, or just like all of these barriers to entry before you got married, then the rate of divorce he thinks would be a lot lower.
Well, that brings up my question, because I've heard this from somebody else. Do you believe that marriage is a business transaction in this day and age?
Someone got cucked, basically. Cross that.
Because what I see, and of course, this is just me looking from the outside, is that it seems like that there are a lot of marriages that happen between very like professional athletes, for instance, that they meet these women and they're, you know, very humble and all of these things. And then they get into the lifestyle and they get married. And then you hear within months they're divorced and asking for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so some people are saying that that's the new business deal, is to go get married, get them, you know, get in enough, get the paper. And a lot of them don't sign prenups because they don't believe they need them. But
wasn't it? Oh, sorry. Wasn't Bill? It was either Bill Gates or I can't remember who it was. His wife, when they got a divorce, she became like the third richest woman in America or something just by product of the divorce. So, I mean, it's wild. Like, yeah.
But she was,
I mean, that happens all the
she
time.
was with him though before he got rich.
Was it Bill Gates?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it was either Bill Gates or Bezos. Both wives got crazy rich, but I'm pretty sure both wives were with them.
Bezos. CrossFit says Bezos.
Bezos. I'm pretty sure that they got married before, like there was no prenup. Like they got married, had their kids, like that kind of stuff.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I believe it's not just like a marriage, not just a transaction. Because I don't think it's only like a state thing. You know, based on my Christian beliefs, I believe it's not like up to the state alone. It's like it's a sacramental marriage. So, which I'm not going to get into that because that would be a whole conversation. But
we'll have that later at the end. We had to get through all this stuff first. We got to get through the Jerry Springer first.
But like you can get like freaking rich off just marrying someone and divorcing them. So it's like that's why people don't want to get married. That people are like, why not just live together for my whole life and say we're married and just not get the state involved? Like, I get that if you don't, if that's all it is to you,
right?
You know, like why would you get the government involved?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, does this, if you instituted this in all of the states, do men not, like, can you imagine like Bezos if his wife cheated and he had a homewrecker law?
No.
Bro.
Yeah.
That boy's never going to own anything ever again in his life. Like that's it. It's going to be done and over with. And so I was kind of just like, I like it.
It's an interesting concept.
I mean, I like it. I don't think it's going to be passed everywhere. And I said this to Garrett when she first told me about it, is because then the prostitution world would completely die, and that's not going to happen. So prostitution or escorts or anything like that, like you have men paying, and women pay too, a lot of money for that kind of stuff. So it's not going to be passed in every state because men and women are cheating on their wives and husbands all the time with paid escorts. So
Yeah.
it ain't going to fly. And I mean, I love it because I would be petty enough to use it. Listen, you want to cheat? Listen, you want to cheat. Not only the spouse, like you want to cheat knowing that we're married. And then the side piece also knows that we're married and y'all still do this. I have no sympathy for nobody. So talk about a woman scorn.
What if like,
watch out.
What if I'm married and I cheat with another married person and that person's spouse sues me with the homewrecker law? Like,
she better call me too because I'm suing too. So we're going to be homies.
You know
that.
The only person that wins is the attorneys. They're making bank and no one else wins.
Right.
Like it's the attorneys. They love this.
I mean, we win if y'all fuck up and cheat. We win. I mean, so I could see that as a win-win, you know.
Okay, fair enough.
So
Jeremy, marriage is dumb. That's only because you're a woman scorned right now. You're just a woman scorned. I get it. Someone will hold you again and love you and kiss you and everything will be okay. I promise.
Your mom, they know.
What if the side piece doesn't know?
They know. They know.
But what if they don't?
They know.
That's a great question.
They know. They have to know.
Can she be held liable if she didn't know that he was married?
Yes.
Oh, that's tough, dude. Good question.
But why? Mean, if she didn't know he was married, then what is that? It would complete. I mean, what basis would you sue on?
Yeah, you couldn't do it.
Oh, I'd find a way.
Yes, I know you're petty. We're doing the petty law. I get it. I know you're petty. I got it.
We watched that show this morning. What was the name of that show? Like Don't Date Brandon or something like that?
Oh, it's a documentary on
Listen, she might not know for a little while, but she's gonna find out later down the road that he was married. We find out. It's fine.
Damn.
If you want to watch a crazy ass show, watch that show.
Crazy.
It's on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's called Don't Date Brandon. It is insane.
It's called Don't Date Jeremy. That's what it's called. No, I'm just kidding. I love you. I love you. I love you. You're my favorite.
It was insane.
CrossFit, no sushi tonight. Huh? No, she loves me. She knows I'm like, these are all hypotheticals. I would never. I'm scared to death. I got married till death do us part. Like, if she gets mad at me, she'll just go take a nap until she feels better, and then she'll come talk to me. It's fine.
Yeah,
we're good.
It's all good. This is for life. We're doing this for life.
So,
but she needs to know, and she knows. So
here's the only other, and you'll laugh. Here's the only other. Oh shoot, not that. Here's the only other couple.
You're talking reasonable, your mom, and I get what you're saying. So I'll give you that. But
living double lives. I think they could get away with.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
It's a point, though. Your mom has a point. Your mom.
I just said that your mom had a great point.
Yeah, but you said it with the inflection in your voice, and I just learned what that means.
Oh,
so
boy.
like, I know. But
oh boy.
This is the other couple. The only other couple that I know of that it happened. She was an influencer, and she started dating homie, and then the wife sued this one for the home wrecker law.
Oh my god.
Because he got with an influencer.
Yep.
I can't even imagine. But that's a phenomenal law. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I'm with you on the thing you said, Ellie, about making the barrier for entry greater to get married. Like, you don't have to do anything to get married. Like, we went to counseling at church.
Yeah, we did.
We had counseling at church before we got married.
But you don't even have to do that.
No, you don't. We chose to.
And most people, and even outside of just like counseling, like that would be a great thing. But I mean, literally, you could go to Vegas and get married, but it's just so easy. And then people's lives get ruined by not knowing the huge weight of what they're entering into, like, and then how that can financially destroy them, how it can destroy kids. Like, it's a disservice to the couple that the barrier to entry is so low.
But I think that it's probably because we got married in a church. And I think that churches hold that standard a little bit differently. Like you were saying.
They wouldn't marry us unless we did it. Like, we had to do it in order to get married in that church.
2 or 3?
Yeah, it's 3, I think.
I think it was 3 sessions. Yeah. And we sat with our pastor that, married us and everything like that. And She was like, you need to sit with me before I do this. And it was very important for Garrett to get married in a church. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. You know?
Yeah, that's how most churches, they make you do it. So
Oh, but in like, just to full disclosure, she was a lesbian too. Like, you know,
what denomination was it? Do y'all know?
Methodist
Lutheran.
or Lutheran? Yeah.
Lutheran.
Lutheran,
The
okay.
Methodist pastor that I've had the entire time, she couldn't marry me. Like, they wouldn't allow it
Yeah.
at the time. It was
Yeah.
too controversial.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, oh, this guy? Oh,
Oh no.
damn. So that was a couple and he hit it and got hit. Oh, wow. That's tough.
Damn.
All right. So it's out there, guys. Careful. It's out there.
Whew. Well, I learned something today. I didn't know that.
Is that Method Man? No, dude.
The more you know.
Oh gosh.
Um,
That's not fun.
okay, so the Landman's the only show out there worth watching right now. Like, it's completely amazing. I thought it was moving slow. Today was the season finale. It was awesome. Last week, you saw the clip that went viral. If I don't know if you can kind of try to look it up
Yeah, I got it.
on
Go ahead.
Instagram or something somewhere. But you have and this was amazing to me because you had okay, we'll paint the picture.
Yeah, give
Yeah.
me context. I just saw the clip. I don't know the whole
Hot
thing.
bombshell, like, and also the daughter and Allie Carter, who plays the mother, are the most amazing actresses ever. They are so fun on the show. I can't even tell you. But the daughter is a blonde bombshell going to cheerleading at TCU, and her roommate ends up being the most quintessential lesbian ever on the planet. Like, the haircut is like the fade that my son has right now. She is in khaki pants. She has like the beaded bracelets and she owns a ferret. She has a ferret and whatever. And so she doesn't want any weird food in the room. She doesn't want you to put on deodorant or spray like anything to make the room smell better, because she's going to ingest chemicals that are going to whatever. She's no fun whatsoever.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So this pissed off the left.
Up the debate on pronouns in this episode. Watch.
So, what are your pronouns?
My pronouns? I would hope that's pretty clear.
Yeah, I don't make assumptions. You could identify as a sunflower. I use they, them.
I've always been curious. Why they, them? Because there's just one of you, and those are plural pronouns. Just never really understood the hoopla of pronouns. My name's Ainsley, and I just can't really come up with a reason why you would address me in third person in a conversation.
Pause it for 1 second. So she's looking at her. She's a lesbian, right? Like, she can say she's they, them all she wants and pronouns or whatever, but she is a butch lesbian looking at this hot blonde chick in short shorts. Like, I'm in love right now. You can't even tell me that she's not. That's just the nature of the beast. She's like, holy shit, this chick is about to live with me in this, like, and she's probably scared to death because she's never seen anybody that hot in her bedroom ever. Okay, continue.
I meditate at noon,
Okay.
and I don't like music.
Well, I'm not a musician.
I mean, I don't like it played in the room. This is my safe space, and I need my environment crafted to support my mental health.
I think the more attention you give your mental health, the better. Pagan.
Pagan.
That's what I said.
No. You said it different.
See, the thing with people.
So, and it goes on. Like, this is a long ass scene, but it's amazing, right? And then the mom comes in and tears everything up, and she's like, "That's why you have no fun ever in your life," and then walks out. So that was last Sunday. This Sunday, and the left go nuts, right? They're pissed. They're all the way pissed off. Left go nuts. This week, if you watch the season finale, there's now a whole scene where the hot blonde girl, Ainsley, goes and the little lesbian is getting like made fun of by a bunch of high school boys.
Yeah,
and,
this
like,
is spoiler alert. So
yeah,
if
sorry. If you haven't seen it, my bad.
skip out for about
Yeah, Meg's
10
mom.
minutes.
Sorry,
and then,
just go away for a second.
Yeah.
Sorry. So she's getting made fun of by a bunch of high school kids or whatever. And Ainsley, the hot blonde girl, walks over there and is like, "Hey, what the fuck?" you're never like you're talking shit and whatever, and you're an awful person, and also you'll never see hot girls like us this close to you ever again. So, and like talks about his dick size, like your dick size is probably like this because you're 16 and you think you're a big boy and you're not a big boy and like whatever. So she basically defends oh, hold on.
Do you mean to be over here?
Do you mean to be in here, Steph? Yeah, I didn't think you meant to be. Okay.
Hi,
Love you. Bye. Does he want to talk about dick size? I thought he came in the room because he wanted to talk about dick size.
Timing.
Oh, he was backstage.
Yeah,
hanging out
exactly.
back-
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
He's looking around like, I'm
not supposed to be here. Yeah, guys, get ready. Stefan's about to start in a little bit. But so the hot blonde girl goes over there and defends the lesbian. And it's like, okay, two things can be true. And leftists are going to be pissed about this too, because two things can be true. You can be a good person and just not care what other people do or not understand their lifestyle and not get it. But you can also be a good person and be like, hey, you shouldn't be making fun of anybody. And I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, I think it's interesting though that now people are. I mean, that if you had seen that scene 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I mean, you wouldn't have seen that scene. That's the bottom line. Like, it's interesting that now they feel like emboldened enough to just kind of. I mean, because that's objectively though, objectively, like, I think everyone realizes like the they them stuff is just, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like she said it plural. Why would I refer to you plurally if it's just you, you know? So
And
I find that encouraging that at least some people are not afraid to like at least just say that, you know.
Left goes nuts about landman sounds made up. I mean, people were, well, okay, fine. Maybe not just the people on the internet that live on the internet. I'll acquiesce to that. That's fair. Not everybody. That's fine. I just thought it was a good like, hey, they had the conversation last week, and then this week it was like, we don't have to hate each other.
Right. Yeah,
You know
and that
I mean?
should never be. No matter how much you disagree with someone, like golly, hating them for that makes no sense. Like you just like can acknowledge that you disagree, and then you love the person. You know, like it's yeah.
But you can't though. Sadly,
You can't
in
what?
this world. You can't just disagree and still be able to love the person because society. I mean, we can, but society says that very thing, and it's put us in constant separation of like you have to check all these boxes, and if you don't check one of these 10 boxes, then you're anti everything else. And it's like that's not what I'm saying. You know, it goes back to what we were talking about, like when we first started or whatever. It's just what is truth. What is the definition of truth? And now everybody's able to pick their own what truth means. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It still doesn't mean that we have to hate each other. It's just we don't agree.
Yeah.
We
And
just
I
don't
feel
agree.
more loved by the people in my life who disagree with me and still love me than the people who just say whatever to make me happy.
Right.
Like people that aren't like Christians in my life that don't like think that I'm stupid for what I believe, right? But they still love me anyway, like, or they don't think I'm stupid if they're my friend, but you know, like they think it's silly what I believe. But some love me. I really appreciate that. I don't want them just to like appease me, you know, that's not like a loving thing to do. So it is interesting that we've been brainwashed to think that you have to just kind of like go along with someone, even if you disagree, and that's love. That's not.
But I think it goes back to the conversation, and babe, you've said this, you know, a lot, is that your grandparents was very much, you don't talk about politics or religion at the table.
Yeah.
And I think that was the foundation for not being able to come to the table and have differences of opinions and just being able to talk about things in a very open conversation, regardless if you leave the table still disagreeing about something. And it's taboo, you know? And I think that the way that the world is now, like that volume has been turned up so much because obviously politically wise, it's better if we're separated than it is if we're together.
Right.
Because God forbid we come together and we agree to, like, when did that statement become like non-believable? Like, we agree to disagree, and that's totally fine.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean that I have to cut you off. It doesn't mean that we don't have to talk. That doesn't mean anything like that, you know?
Yeah.
But the temperature is so high right now that you can't ask a question. You can't sit down and have a conversation. And so I also think,
Yeah, your mom, or they think they're getting attacked if you want to have a discussion. That's the thing.
yeah,
Kenneth, I get it, but I've just seen a lot of shit online about Landman, and I just love that today, like, they'll be able to put those two clips now side by side. Like, there was that clip that they were pissed about last week, and now they'll be able to put the clip this week that just shows them having a genuine conversation and trying to work their differences out. And like, I loved it. I thought it was great.
but going back to what you said, Elle, about the fact that like years ago, this wouldn't be part of, it just would never have been part of the conversation or whatever. Do you think that shows have a duty to kind of bring real life, what's going on now into certain shows, like adult shows? I obviously have differences of opinions when it comes to kids shows. Like just keep it kids.
Yeah.
Keep it kids.
Yeah.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But like adult shows, like, do you feel like that maybe some of these shows feel a sense of obligation to talk about the everyday thing that we're experiencing?
I mean, I think especially with like AI and everything right now, I think our world is going through like a crisis of what is true because you can get knowledge everywhere. Like literally I could ask anything to my phone right now and it's telling it could give me an answer, right?
Mhm.
But that doesn't mean that that doesn't mean that it's going to give me like the objective truth. It can give me knowledge, but that's different than truth. And I think that with all these shows, like trying to make sense of maybe like certain things we're going through in the world right now, or, you know, different problems we're encountering, or whatever, is just a trickle down from like the crisis a lot of us are experiencing of like, we don't know what's true and we're grasping for that. And I don't know if I'm making sense, but like, I think media is a big reflection of like just the state of the world at the time.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
yeah, I think that's more of like after everyone's been with the pronouns, for example. I mean, I think people got really frustrated with that, regardless of who you are. And now media is trying to like almost reconcile the confusion by showing different scenarios and then letting people make up their mind of maybe like, okay, this is a real life example. Let's talk about why, you know, we believe X, Y, or Z. But you know, media can only do so much. But yeah, I guess to answer your question, I think it's a good thing to present those situations. But we still need something more than like just the media, or else we're gonna still be like pretty, you know, lost, I guess.
Meg's
So-
mom, you're gonna be really mad about this. You should probably leave again for like 10 minutes because I'm gonna do the second spoiler alert for the show today. The other storyline is that last week the son's fiance got attacked, really beat up, like brutally beat up, and almost raped, like at her job. And her fiance came and like went outside, went to go find her, found this dude on top of her, and literally beat the crap out of him until he died.
Mhm.
And then the police wanted to indict him for murder. And the police actually say like, hey, a criminal can be a victim. And dad's like, not while you're committing a crime. And basically like, hey, if you walked in and saw your wife or your daughter or whatever, like, when do you stop beating him up? Like when is he incapacitated? When do you not need force anymore? My thought process, who the fuck cares? Like if I walk in with somebody on top of my wife, like we're getting it. And I'm going to go until you are not moving anymore. And I do not give a shit. And that was another premise on the thing. I just don't think like force. I don't think any civilian should have to worry about force if you're being attacked or what the level of like, not in that situation. That was crazy.
Yeah.
And it was a great scene. And the lawyer went nuts. That female lawyer went absolutely nuts.
Well, the hardest part for me was that they were trying to say that the only part that mattered in the conversation was when the fiance was attacking the guy that had attacked his girl. And the lawyer was like, you need to rewind this 30 seconds before to see what actually happened. and actually saw the event in real time where she was getting beaten and he was in the midst of going on to do the next act, and then the boyfriend found her. So she's like, you are only focusing on this section. You're not going back to the events that happened before. So that for me was more like a insight to see like that's a really fucked up system. And that's also a lot of reasons why I believe that not everything is reported, because you're only going to believe the act that happened after. You're not going to believe that act that caused that act after, you know? So I thought that was very powerful for the fact that she was like, you need to rewind this back to when the event actually happened and then see what the effect was from the cause of that to here, you know?
Oh, CrossFat's never getting married now. So I've learned the ladies will either sue you or kill you if you touch their person.
I mean, that's fair. That's
yeah,
fair.
I get it. I get
fair
it.
assessment.
Yeah, I mean, you know, protect women, I guess. I don't know what to say.
Oh.
Oh, you're fun.
Yeah.
Is it Hobart? You're fun, Hobart.
Yes. He's gonna come hang out with us.
Oh, you mean me? What?
Yeah.
So, I'm not suing anybody if Colleen cheats on me. I don't have that kind. I'm lazy. I don't have that kind of time. Colleen's not lazy. She is petty. But yeah, if I come in and you're
Proud,
on,
thank you.
if I come in and you're on top of my wife, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I possibly can. And
Mhm.
I, like Fergie said, you can't just turn it off like that. There are no rules in life or death fight. So
Nope. Nope.
but yeah,
Landman is really good. I know
It's-
we spoiled it for you guys.
I know,
but it's
sorry.
a really good show if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's super I haven't watched it, but I'm seeing it everywhere.
have you seen The Pit yet? That's another that
Oh,
should,
that's the ER one.
yeah.
That's a really good show too.
That should make CrossFat happy. That the Pit is more of a, they have a different political tone on their show, but it's still a great show. I love the show.
I can't watch the ER shows because they're also, I worked in an ER and it's just nothing is like it and nothing's accurate and it just annoys me.
Are you trying to say that Grey's Anatomy isn't real? I mean, I feel like a professional doctor after watching every single episode of every single season of Grey's Anatomy. I feel like I could just go in and perform surgery right now. You know?
Yeah, literally it'll make you dumber if you're a nurse. Like there was one episode
Damn,
where
KDL, really? Okay, fine. Landman sucks. Don't watch it.
Oh shoot.
I think it's great. When Grandpa gets the masseuse that like,
Oh, it's so good.
and she has what is the quote from it? She has an ass like a bread basket. Like I was
Yes.
happy for Granddad.
Yeah.
Like I was really happy for Grandpa. Okay, whatever. Back to The Pit. Go ahead.
No, I mean it's just like literally Grey's Anatomy. They would have like the oxygen cannula in backwards. I'm like, is someone not here to review at least basic medical, like making it look real? But man,
Mhm.
it was bad. Like the IV needle was like sticking out. Like you're not even supposed to have the needle in. It was
Okay, then don't watch The Pit.
But the
it's literally-
storyline is always what people are there for.
The storyline was good on The Pit.
Yeah,
It was really good.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Ortega, that's how I feel about military shows. His and Hers was a good show. I haven't watched that yet, dude. I definitely am gonna go check that out. I saw it.
Yeah, we need a new one.
Okay, all right, Kenneth. Okay, good. I want to get in your good graces, so I will go watch that. Okay. Last thing before we get into your book, because I really want to get into your book, but oh, do I say pause for that? It's a book. But here is Megan Rapinoe married to Sue Bird. She has a new commercial out with the ACLU. Eddie?
Okay. Oh wait, ACLU. What is that?
I don't know.
Anti-Defamation League.
Or yeah, anti
ADL.
something.
American Civil Liberties Union.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Soccer player, you all know her. USA Soccer, won a bunch of shit. And then she's married to Sue Bird.
Volume's
and
not on.
I haven't started it yet.
Oh.
See, I'm in trouble already.
No, what's happening?
You believe that you can do anything, and then the world tries to set limits for you. Tell you what's allowed,
What's normal?
who you're supposed to be. But on the field, the track, the court, here, you get to be exactly who you are. Because at our core, we're still the kids who just want to play. The go big game changers.
The living, breathing fabric of this country.
Supporting trans youth isn't just about sports.
It's about freedom.
On and off the field.
It's more than a game. When you're young, you believe.
Yeah, I can't. I saw it and it was good for a second. I got to the middle of it and I was just like, oh, again, this is where we're going. We're going down this road.
I just I know that part of her career she advocated for this part of it, but I mean, I would just be very curious what she would have to say if like early on in her career she was playing men and losing and not winning her titles and getting absolutely messed up after games because guys are so much stronger and bigger than her. Like that to me is just interesting that it's now okay, she's retired. And I know she talked about it during some of her career, but like, did she really ever have to
No,
experience
absolutely
it herself?
not. No, she was retired by the time all this shit happened.
No, the
Or
biggest
just
fight,
at the time that it happened.
yeah, the biggest
So does Sue Bird. She
fight
was
I
gone.
remember them having was the difference in pay
Yeah.
Right.
and how they were fighting for equal pay.
Yeah.
And then you're turning around and this is your new message.
Yeah. I don't, and it's like, okay, if you know, she had a daughter, like, what if the sport's not soccer? Like, what if it's something, or soccer's actually pretty high contact.
physical.
Yo, if you have a
Yeah.
dude playing against
Soccer
a girl
is
and
physical as shit.
Yeah, soccer's actually, one of the best examples now that I think about it. But like,
can you imagine a chick taking a header from a dude that nailed a line drive and she tried to that's already dangerous for just dudes.
did y'all ever see when Abby Wambach cracked her skull open?
No,
When she
I
got,
remember her though. She was a favorite of mine.
yeah, I mean, she literally cracked her skull open colliding with another female. I'm like, if that had been a guy that's like 6'3", 200 plus, like, I mean, it's just, it's the most anti-woman thing in my opinion.
Yes.
Like, if you're for women, just why would you be an advocate for this?
The weirdest thing is like, okay, so I played on a AAU team, not with Sue Bird, but I was on the younger team. She was a year older than me, but we were
Oh my
both on
gosh.
the Liberty Bells. Like, and so it was a team out of Queens. And so we traveled together and we were actually roommates at that time. She's the reason I got a belly button ring when I turned 16. It was amazing. So
So you like know her?
no, I don't. I played with her 1 year. We were roommates once.
You might
like,
have to say pause. You just
pause,
played. Yeah.
pause,
Yes.
pause.
Yes.
We played basketball.
Thank you.
And we were roommates on a trip one time, once. And she was not a lesbian and she was not out. And like, I get all that. And she came out way later to everybody. And it was a big, like, secretive thing until I guess she met Megan Rapinoe. And it's just like, girl, all the struggle you had, all the things that you went through, how much you tried to hide it, blah, blah. That might be the reason why she's so, just let everybody be free. But at the same time, you're still a woman, girl. Like you really want, you want men in the WNBA? Like legit, you want a 6'6", like 230-pound dude?
6'6", that's short.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They're all
that's
like-
what I'm
they're all
saying.
like 7 foot plus. Like,
yeah.
Look, and
Yeah.
don't. Oh, where is she? Hold on. Don't get me wrong. There's a college player right now this girl. There's a college girl right now out of Iowa that is legit the shit.
Mhm.
I cannot wait to see all of her games. She is like the Caitlin Clark now this year.
How is Iowa getting? I guess it's Caitlin Clark just set a precedent.
Yeah, bro. And she's a monster, dude.
Play your best basketball in January. You don't want to be a monster in January. You want to be a monster in March.
She's a monster. The legit monster.
How tall is she?
I think she's like 6'2" or 3.
Wait, that's Iowa State. She's out yet.
Oh, Iowa State. Sorry. She's a monster, and she played the position that I played in college, and she is like athletic. She can move. She knows where her body is in space. Like, she's insane.
Yeah, I mean, she's agile. Like
She
that.
is real. Like she
Mhm.
knows when to jump, where her body is in space, and whatever. She is nuts. I cannot wait to see her in March.
Dang.
Like, can't
Oh,
wait.
I'm glad I didn't know about her. That,
She's amazing. She's
Yeah,
gonna get
come-
this. She's gonna get the same money as Caitlin Clark for sure.
That's insane. It's just such it's a totally different game when you're a 2 versus a 5, though. I mean, like people won't
Oh, yeah.
appreciate like the average basketball fan probably won't appreciate her the way they appreciated Caitlin Clark, because everyone knows how cool it is to hit a logo 3, but not everyone knows like the footwork and like the way what it takes to like post up and everything. Like she's not going to get the appreciation that she deserves from average people that don't understand it.
My
she's-
point is just that if you put a dude against her who is the
Yeah.
same weight, same height, or even less weight, same height, she's gonna get
Yeah.
destroyed.
Oh,
Like,
100%.
there's no way.
You know, the women's national team, the women's national soccer team played a U12. It was either U12 or U13 boys team, got absolutely destroyed. And they're amazing. Like
Yeah.
the women's national team is insanely good. It's just,
Oh, I saw
like-
that. Yeah, I did see that. Yep.
I mean, you just can't. It's not fair. You can't compete
Even
with.
Oh yeah, Fergie said it right here. I was looking for it.
was
Yeah,
beat-
U17.
yeah.
Wow, I got that wrong.
But then
Mhm.
they just did the oh god, what's that tennis player's name? Bev Stroh. She just played Kyrgios, I think, or whatever. A couple
Tennis?
months. Yeah, it's tennis. A
Mhm.
couple months ago.
A female?
Oh, Matt, no, I did not. Stop it. Yeah, Sabalenka. I think it was Sabalenka and Kyrgios. They played against each other, and Sabalenka got destroyed. And she's
Yeah.
a great freaking tennis player.
Yeah.
She's funny, she's fun, she's like, and she's really good. She's ranked like number 1, and she got freaking destroyed in 2 sets. So-
Serena Williams played he was like really low ranked. He was a professional, but very low ranked, and she got destroyed too. It's when she was in her like prime. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. The number 1 woman in the world versus the 57th man in the world. Yeah, and it was like, is she related to Larry Bird? No, I think her dad's name is close to something like that. But yeah, I'm so annoyed. Rapinoe annoys me so much. I just can't. Because they'll never have to play against dudes. Like they're done now. They'll
Yeah.
never have to experience that. They'll never be in high school and have to experience playing with dudes. And the fact
Yeah.
that they're advocating for it, and like you said, you're not protecting women.
yeah.
You think you're doing this under the guise of protecting women, and you're freaking not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's crazy.
And the
Supreme
hard
Court didn't they meet with something about Title IX this week?
They did two court cases. I forget which ones they are, but I saw clips like what's her name? Sage was there, Riley Gaines was there.
Yeah.
There were a bunch of people there that were talking about it. But I mean, that's also something that you have to deal with, babe. And there's a lot of other Instagram women that are butch women that say the same thing. Like, because the argument is from some of the community is that, well, there are some women that have more testosterone than other women. Or you're saying that if a woman, you know, loses her uterus because of an illness, that she's not a real woman and whatever. And it's like, no,
No.
it's still different.
Yeah.
It is still different. My wife went through puberty as a woman.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, we've gone through puberty as women, and we are 3 women sitting on this screen that have all gone through puberty very differently. It
Mhm.
It
doesn't
sucks.
mean that we're not women.
Sucks so bad.
100%. Yeah.
But just because she might have a higher testosterone than I do doesn't mean that she's still not a woman.
Yeah.
Like, and you hear so many other women, like Big Sexy is another one. If you don't follow her, she's
Oh,
hilarious.
she's fucking hilarious.
And I sent you another one, babe. I think her Instagram is Lift for Donuts or something like that. She's amazing too, and she talks a lot about it too. Where it's like, this is just who I am. This is who I am.
Yeah,
and
she's like 6'5". She's got like a
Yeah.
size 17 shoe. Like
Yeah.
she's huge, girl. She's a big girl.
Yeah,
Awesome, hilarious.
Oh, I know who y'all are talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She's friends with like Jelly Roll.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah.
but it's like
But it's
Still
apples
women.
to oranges at that point.
Still
Like
women.
even a
Mhm.
female that has a lot more testosterone than me, for example, it's not even it's all relative because like compared to a guy, I mean that gap is
Even
huge.
bigger. Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, I
So-
wanted to bring this up. I wanted to talk to Boz about it yesterday. Oh, if you haven't seen our Boz interview on Glinton Things,
Oh, I
go
didn't-
check that out. He is the
Okay.
coolest
He is the coolest
dude ever.
He
Like
seems very down to earth, yeah.
He's hilarious. It was so much fun.
I may have orgasmed a couple times during that show. It was
Oh,
amazing.
jeez.
Here,
It was his hair.
It was amazing.
I need to watch this.
So here, these are like our next CrossFit Games like champions. Like check these chicks out. It's amazing. Look at that shit.
Look at that knees. Look at you.
Right?
Damn.
Yo.
Get some, she Oprah thick. That means you get some, and you get some. Dale pa' abajo, así me gusta. Dame un besito, así me gusta. Te muerdo los labios, así te gusta.
My
Yo pongo
knees.
mi mano en tu cadera, eres candela.
Oh.
Tú pones tu mano en mi cadera y toca madera, y toca madera.
Right? What are like and I love seeing this. Like, what are you doing to our girls? Like, let our girls just go be strong and be fast and be agile and do the thing. You got, our big thickum from Iowa or Idaho or Iowa. Well, I forgot what I
Iowa
said.
State.
Iowa State. And then you got our young girls coming up doing the thing. Like, let them just leave them alone.
Yeah.
Why are you messing with them?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's the same way that you wouldn't put those same girls in a male rugby game.
Is that Judy?
Like you wouldn't. And they're rock stars. And you would not put them in a rugby.
That's a duck walk. Facts, which I could never do. Like I'm
Mhm.
too big for that shit. Never.
You could do
Yeah, and the locker
I did it
room,
once.
like that's the bigger problem to me too, is having to like deal with the locker room, shared locker room.
Yeah.
Like that is so messed up.
And the thing with the Sue Bird, and God, I'm just so disappointed because I looked up to her so much, and that shit leads to these people talking to your freaking children. And like this dude should be being tried right now, and he's not. He just keeps getting away with the shit. And this is what's talking to your kids now.
Don't exist. Whoa, that is not true. Almost 2% of all kids are trans. Yeah, and they're all confused. How could that many kids be confused? Because they're being indoctrinated in our schools, teaching that a boy can become a girl.
You mean they're teaching kids that trans people exist?
Exactly.
Just learning about.
I can't. I'm not even gonna play any more of his shit. But like, he should literally legit be in freaking jail at this point because he already took video of himself in a woman's bathroom and caught a minor on the video camera, but apparently nothing's happening to him. So that's what all that shit leads to. And I just
it's not
bro.
right. It's not right.
Again, I think if you're going to have the conversation, you need to have the conversation from both sides. And there are a lot of detransitioners that say that they wish they never did or they wish they waited. And there are a lot of adults that say this was the greatest choice that I ever made. And there are also the same amount of adults that say that this is the worst decision I ever made. There's another person that transitioned to a female to male, and he's like, I look like a male, but I have had like however many surgeries and up to 40 something infections.
Yeah.
He is on medication and will be for the rest of his life because of the decisions that he made. And it's like, again, I am pro facts and information. Just get the information from both sides. And then if you feel like you are able to make your own decision, and again, we all make decisions that we're like, yeah, that was a great decision, or oh shit, that was not a great decision. We're all humans. We're going to make those type of decisions. But if you have more information, I think that is where the actual choices should come from. Versus just one side saying one thing and you completely, because that was me. That was me. I was given one side as a teenager. I was given one side of nothing. It was don't have sex. That was my conversation. I never had the body conversation. I never had the
did you ever have the
period
conversation with your mom?
Never had the sex conversation. I never had any of those conversations about what it is to be a girl.
Yeah.
Grow into being a woman. And I feel like if I had that information, I'm not saying that my trajectory would have necessarily changed, but I like to believe that I could have made different choices because I had more information.
100%.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. And then the more it's shrouded in mystery and you just say like one thing and you don't even explain the reality of what it is, the more problems arise from that, I think. I'm grateful. My parents were very, very open with me, straightforward, talked about the reason and the purpose, and then, physically, like medically, what it is. And I'm like, okay, cool. Now I know. And they raised me to they gave me like their morals and everything. But yeah, it was good to not have this shrouded in mystery and then me feel like I have to go figure it out on my own. That's not healthy at all.
Right. Yeah.
No, that's what I had to do.
Because curiosity, I think, is what gets people in a lot of trouble because they just don't know.
And I don't think it's just curiosity. I think it's acceptance. I think it's belonging. I think it's, you know what I mean? And I think it's those things without the confidence to be who you are, I think makes it very difficult for teenagers to move through those years. And it's hard to hear that the only message that's being said right now is love yourself, but only love yourself if you're willing to hurt yourself and destroy yourself, Yeah. Like instead of loving yourself enough to go to therapy and talk to people and learn more about why you're feeling like this. We all felt very insecure as teenagers. That's part of puberty. But if you don't have the support, that's like, hey, you can be insecure, but that doesn't mean that you're still not who you are. You know what I mean? Like there's a sense of that I think is missing, when you're only riding the line for one side.
Yeah.
But I'm with Matt. Leave the kids alone.
Yeah, facts.
We have to go through enough shit as teenagers. Like let us figure it out. And then afterwards, if that's what happens, then that's what happens,
Yeah.
All right. Before we get into your book, this is just hilarious. I might be the only person that thinks it's hilarious, but
you played this the other day.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Forget it.
You played this the other
I
day.
won't do it again. I still laugh at it. I can't not laugh at it.
Yeah. You
All
played
right,
it
good.
the other day. Yeah.
All right. So
Short memory.
Girl,
Listen, it's real.
the struggle's real.
After we say it all the time, we do these podcasts and I'm like, I don't remember what I just said.
I have
It's very funny. Like it's very, very real. I'll go back and listen to something because like if we're cutting clips or whatever, and she'll be like, hey, did you remember saying this? I was like, nope.
Absolutely
So
not.
I'm screwed. Whatever I
Y'all
say
are
on the
locked
internet,
in.
whatever I say on the internet is there. So
yep,
I hope I
figure it
remember at least this much. What I
Oh yeah.
say.
So we never got to have this conversation together, and I'm terrible at it. But you wrote this book, and I heard Dallin talk about it at one point, and you and I had talked about it with Sarah Beth on one of our older podcasts. But like you wrote this book, Why I Laid Down My Protest, To Whom Shall I Go? So give it to me again. What was this about? What was the
Yeah. So kind of what Colleen was saying earlier, being raised to only believe like one way and not really being presented multiple sides of whatever it is you're talking about. I was raised in the Bible Belt, Alabama. So everyone here is either, most people, it's cool to be a Christian here. Like everyone just kind of says that they are because it's mainstream, right? There's a church on every corner. And so I grew up in an amazing family, amazing Christian family. And, I was taught the Bible from a really early age, and I'm so grateful for that. I remain grateful for that to this day. But there is also down here in the South, there's a very strong anti-Catholic bias. So I still like that there's Protestants and Catholics and they're all Christians, right? Like this can get a little confusing, but Protestants are basically non-Catholics who, when the Reformation happened in like the 1500s, you know, they split off, and then the people that founded America essentially are Protestants. That's why America is mostly Christian, Protestant, not as much Catholic. Now, there's a lot of Catholics in the North, right? But like we were founded by Protestants. And so anyway, I just as of like 3 years ago, I started to just kind of ask a lot of questions about my faith and why I believe what I believe, and if it was something that I just was, you know, raised with, or like if I could actually articulate why I believe these things. And you know, it's hard to get into the nitty gritty because a lot of people don't know all the differences between Protestant and Catholic. So I'm more excited to talk about just like Christianity in general, right? Because I don't want to like cause division or confusion. But basically, I became Catholic 2 years ago. And to a lot of my family, that was the worst thing ever, right? And my friends, they're like, oh my goodness, you're leaving the faith. Like, you know, you don't believe what we believe anymore. And so I really wrote my book as an open letter to the people I love that were really confused by my decision, or maybe don't understand that like Christianity, it started where we weren't divided, right? Where Protestants and Catholics weren't. So you didn't go to one Lutheran church down the street and then a Methodist down the other, like y'all were talking about, and believe totally different things, where you have, you know, a female pastor here, and then this church says you can't have a female pastor, or, you know, whatever, like there's so many things we could get into, but it used to not be as divided as we are now, Christianity. And so my goal was I got really frustrated with all these divisions and discrepancies, and I'm like, what is true? Because within Christianity, we disagree a lot, you know, and like this isn't, number one, an attractive thing at all to a world that's confused already. And they're like,
Right.
well, you say you're a Christian, you say you're a Christian, and y'all like are totally different. Y'all totally disagree, you know? And so I was like, all right, well then the best way to try to figure this out is to go back like to history, the closest time to when Jesus was alive and when the apostles were planning churches, the people that knew Jesus, you know, so what did they do? Right? Because we're 2,000 years removed from that. And it's a lot of where we are now is a game of telephone gone like really poorly, you know, where the word is like not even the same, you know, and like, you know, we could go, we have the Bible, and that is always true. Like that's inerrant, but then people interpret it differently. And then that's where you get into problems of like looking at the same verse, and one person says one thing, the other person says the other, but they're both pastors. So who do you believe? So it boiled down to an issue of authority for me. Like Jesus is the ultimate authority, and the Bible is true. But we still need an interpretive authority. And, you know, now I'm getting into the weeds, but that's why I wrote the book, is like my confusion led me to finding in Catholicism what I believe was how the church used to be 2,000 years ago, you know, or started.
So it was your husband that wanted to make the change or make the switch?
Yeah, well, so it started out, my husband became Catholic 4 years into our marriage. And that like shattered my world. Like this is when I was actually first met y'all, probably. You know, I was competing in CrossFit at the time. And it was the thing that like united us was our shared faith. And when he told me he was becoming Catholic, and the way I was raised to believe Catholics weren't Christians, our marriage was like, we loved each other deeply, but I'm like, this impacts everything, you know, like we're on two totally different pages, it seems like, from my perspective at the time when I thought Catholics weren't Christians. And so we like went through it in our marriage, and I told him I didn't know how we were going to have kids together and raise kids believing two totally different things. That's terrifying to me, because my biggest fear is to raise a child in confusion, you know? And so I was mad at him for a really long time. And then finally, through a huge series of events that I write about, I started to just put the emotion aside and say, okay, like if I'm going to be so mad, I need to know why I'm so, why I am so against what he believes. And then I started to do my own research. I'm like, man, this is true. And there were
Did you
multiple
tell him you
things
were
that
mad?
happened. Yes.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know how it works. I don't know how you tell your spouse that you're mad at them because of, like, that's never crossed my mind that you're mad at them because of, like, religious belief.
But and it's because it was more than just a belief. Like, it impacted everything. Like, with our faith, it's how even it boils down to family planning. Like, as a Catholic, you don't, they believe contraception, we believe contraception is not like moral, right? Because you're withholding something from the other person, right? And now this is a whole different conversation that we probably don't need to get into, but like that, it impacted
that's amazing.
that part of our
Yeah.
life,
Mhm.
right? I'm like, okay, I don't want to get pregnant. I'm doing CrossFit, and Sean, couldn't, he felt like that was not right for us to use contraception. And there's many reasons why, and he was able to explain it to me, but I was really selfish at the time. I was like, no, it's what I want,
So
but
do you
now
just use the pill?
no, you can't,
No, you can't use any.
no. But the natural family planning is allowed. And the reason being is because you're using your natural cycle that God gave you to say, okay, like I'm not messing
Don't have
up
sex during ovulation.
right.
Is that
Yeah,
what-
pretty much. Yeah.
Right. But
that is
Day three.
a.
Oh my God, it's been so long. Was
Oh,
it
you are
day-
chancing
day
it.
3
Holy
through 5.
crap.
Don't have sex day 3 through 5.
Yeah. But like,
Because that's when you can get pregnant.
you could hash out all the practicalities of this, but it boils down to like, it's actually really beautiful because it forces the guy to, and the girl too, but like it forces the guy to like moderate their sexual appetites even within marriage, which is like a really beautiful thing. Like, because guys are made a lot more, not to generalize, but they're a lot more like sexual in a lot of ways of physical than girls.
Yeah.
And so it creates these pockets where it's like you have to love your wife sometimes more than just that way, like emotionally. And like if you're going to choose to abstain because you don't want to get pregnant at the time, like, I'm going to love you like as a, like I'm going to serve you or like talk to you or the things that women love. And so I believe it's like within God's design, it's this beautiful push.
Oh, then he was
like,
a real Catholic. He wasn't like a say I'm a Catholic. If he's willing to not have sex with you on the days where you could get pregnant, like that's a real Catholic.
Mhm.
Well, and the sad thing is like a lot of Catholics that say they're Catholic don't even know that this is a teaching. Like there's a lot of poorly catechized Catholics, and that's not judgmental on my part. It's just it can be confusing when people are like, well, my friend that's a Catholic doesn't do that. But it boils down to like, what does the Catholic Church teach, and do you follow it or not? And that's that's the sexual ethic is no contraception. And actually, funny enough, before the 1930s, all Christian denominations said contraception was morally unacceptable. And then the Anglican Church caved first, and then everyone else started after that. But all Christians before the 1930s did.
Oh,
so it's interesting.
man.
People like dog on the Catholic Church for it, but I'm like, wait. Everyone did, but then the sexual revolution hit, and everyone's like, well, we've got to figure out how to avoid pregnancies if you're sleeping with everyone,
Wow,
So-
y'all did fight. If you had to like do family planning, y'all fought. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Understand
No,
that.
and I'm honest, like in the book, I don't hold back in terms of how hard it was, because I think it's important, because I know a lot of people going through this, whether it's Catholic or not, whether it's like, I have a friend whose husband is an atheist and she is a Christian, and like they love each other so much, but it impacts everything. Like your faith, if it's not just a belief of like, I believe God is real, but that doesn't change how I live my life, then that's different. Like you can peacefully coexist, right? Because it's just like a belief. But if it changes the way that you have to live, then that causes tension in a marriage if you're not on the same page,
Cool. How'd your
So-
family take it? How did you tell your family that you were?
So my dad actually was the first one to become Catholic, and that was where it was like really rocky. And we were all like fighting with him, trying to get him not to become Catholic. And Sean read the catechism and became to try to make my dad not become Catholic and understand the arguments and argue with him better. Then
That
Sean
turned
became
pale.
Catholic.
Oh, he Catholicized
then-
himself.
Turn Catholic.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So then I'm like mad at the two men I love most in my life. Like, y'all are literally ruining my life now because y'all are both Catholic. And anyway, so it's just the three of us, but the rest of our family is now they're they understand more, but we were all fueled by misconceptions of what we believed Catholics believed, and so that's why they were mad for a while.
That's
so,
nuts, girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this gets like really, you can get into the weeds on everything, and so my goal with the book is not to cause division between Protestant and Catholics, because like we're all Christians, and if you're baptized, like you're all in the body of Christ. But I do think it's important for us to agree on like truth and doctrine, because then it's like, what if you're believing different things, then that just doesn't work. Like we have to reconcile that.
Yeah.
Like objective truth, like you said, Colleen, is there. It can't contradict. The law of non-contradiction says like two truths can't be opposed, but both true.
Mm-hmm.
The rhythm method. Yeah, I don't trust that. I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that one was like old school. Now they're way more. There's much better ones like Creighton and Brax. I forget. There's a million, but yeah.
Oh God, I thought that was a joke. It's not a joke. There's a rhythm method.
That's like that's tracking your cycle, but it was like,
oh, okay.
There's different ways to track your cycle. Like
I totally thought it was a hymn rhythm
that you can track your cycle on.
Yeah. And I will say, outside of religion, birth control is not as popular as it was. Like a lot of women don't want to put that in their bodies, at least the hormonal birth control.
It's not good for you.
Yeah, and I think there is, some links to fertility issues. Obviously, I'm not like
sure
you shouldn't feel shame or anything, but again, did we get informed consent about what would happen to our bodies if we stop our cycle for 15 years just for acne?
My friend went through that. And again, I only talk about this publicly because she's very open and honest about it or whatever. When she got off of The Rhythm Is Gonna Get You, that's such a good song.
It's such a good song.
When she got married and her husband and her decided it was time that they wanted to start a family, she got off birth control, and just like everybody, they just assumed that they would, get pregnant, and she did, and she miscarried. And then she had she conceived again, and she miscarried again. And I think it was like 70 something days before she had a regular period. Like not a synthetic one, because when she stopped, she wasn't having them anymore, obviously, because she wasn't on the pills anymore. But it had messed up her body so much that she had to go through 2 miscarriages. And the doctors told her that she had to have 1 more miscarriage before they would even take blood work to see what's going on with her body. So you're telling women that you have to go through 3 miscarriages before they're willing to even look at you.
It was crazy.
That's insane.
And she healed herself from more holistic approaches, different doctors that were willing to listen to her, and she conceived her first child, and he came to term and was beautiful, and she just had her second one.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
2 under 2. So to go from having miscarriages and going through everything that she went through to being able to have like the second one was like a surprise. Like, oh shit, there's another one. And she just had she's got 2 beautiful boys. And I mean, she's in the trenches now with 2 under 2. But it really is, and that's why if you don't know, you don't know. When I was trying to get pregnant, I just was like, why can't I get pregnant? And there was no conversation of, is it your gut? Probably. I mean, not only is there toxins in birth control. I mean, obviously I'm not on birth control. And I haven't been for a very, very long time, but like there's toxins in everything that we use.
Right.
That get in the way and can stop the nature's normal cycle and whatever. So there was no conversation of thinking about going through like a liver detox or go through a gut detox or anything like that could potentially have helped me not go through everything that I went through to try to get pregnant with G. And it taking as long as it took and as many roller coasters and whatever. It was just like, oh, we're just going to try again next month. Oh, we're just going to try again next month. You know what I mean? So again, like just giving more information. I mean, we talked about this last time that we were all on the show together or whatever. You can't go to the doctors and ask for a fucking poop test.
Yeah.
You can't ask for a gut check. Like, I just need you. They're like, hey, I'll take your blood. but they don't even take a full panel of your blood to test everything. You have to specifically ask for your thyroid to be checked, but not just your thyroid, the entire thyroid panel, whatever that means.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have to be so specific on what you're asking them to look for. And it's like, as a doctor, again, you trust the doctor, but they're not even willing to go those extra steps. So
Facts.
it's tough. It's tough.
Fergie show, wait, aren't women randy during ovulation? Seems unfair. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, the fuck we are. We are very randy during that. Matter of fact, I could probably do randy in 2 minutes during ovulation.
What is that? 90 snatches per time?
75.
75.
I've never done that workout actually.
Really?
No.
Isabel?
I would love that one though. It was light barbell. I'll take it.
Ugh.
Matt Burns, Ellie, were you raised Baptist?
No, I was raised Church of Christ and then non-denominational after we left Church of Christ. So classic Southern Bible believing, which I mean I'm still Bible believing, but that's all it was, right? Is like one denomination that held the sola scriptura, which is Bible alone. So
well, I appreciate your perspective and I appreciate you writing a book that it's not just simple. So that I can say to John Young again that it's not just normal or it's not just simple. He's like, it just is what it is. You understand? And I'm like, no, it doesn't. It doesn't make sense to me.
No, and that my favorite quote is by John Henry Newman, and he
I
says
thought you were gonna say my favorite John Young quote is. No.
Oh no, John Henry Newman. But he says 1,000 difficulties doesn't make one doubt. And I think he says he worries more about the people that don't wrestle with the faith than those who do because they haven't taken it seriously. Yeah. And not to say, I'm not talking about John Young. I'm just saying like, if you don't have difficulties in your faith, then you're probably not thinking about it deeply because it's hard. Like it makes a lot of claims on you. Like if you believe the Bible, like there are claims that it makes on your life that are difficult. And so it's not easy. Like that has to be reckoned with, you know? I mean, it's so worth it, but it's not easy.
Oh,
so.
it's not.
Yeah.
You just get it, right? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, I don't. You talk yourself in circles. No, I don't. I wasn't following you here and I'm definitely not following you over here.
The number one thing that I never understood with those conversations, and I would love to have another conversation with him again, is good. Oh, I found the clip. It's really long, but was the whole like, hey, just accept Jesus on your deathbed and then you're going to heaven or whatever. And did you see the creator of Dilbert, Scott Adams? He passed away, and like on his
the artist guy. He would draw
the cartoon Dilbert. And he left like a note or whatever, and that his wife read, and he basically just said, hey, I've never been a believer, but right now as death approaches, like it seems very, I'm paraphrasing, but like I kind of, the risks outweigh the whatever. And
Pascal's wager, like you're better off believing God exists than doesn't if you're about to die, right?
So he does this whole thing where he accepts Jesus into his heart and whatever. And so now there's this big debate, and it's like, was that like
enough?
You hope it's true? You hope he really does this? Or is he just doing this to get into heaven? And if he's just doing this to get into heaven, does that count? Like the Christians think that counts? Like, is it was kind of the conversation I was having with John at one point, where it's like, yo, Jeffrey Dahmer could just at the last second before his thing be like, I accept Jesus Christ into my heart, and then he's good.
Well, I mean, we know like the thief on the cross when Jesus died, like he was between two thieves.
Right.
So like, I mean, if you're being crucified in Rome, like you did something awful, like, and so, you know, he looks to one of the thieves and Jesus says like, today you'll be with me in paradise. And so, you know, it's very unlikely that thief to his right, you know, lived his life morally, right? Or, and it's not our morals that get us to heaven, but like the fact that Jesus looked to him and said, today you'll be with me in paradise. We know he's in heaven. So that was him on his deathbed, quote unquote. Right. But then also I think you have to like, the thing I love about our faith is a lot of it comes down to like our really not concupiscence, or culpability, right? Like what you know, if you're like intentionally saying, I'm going to live my life however I want, and then right when I die, I have this plan, like
Right.
that
Yeah.
would be intentionally, pretty deceitful. And of course, everyone's entrusted to the mercy of God. I'm not God. I don't get to decide that. God is the one that gets to decide that. But I think it is beautiful that Jesus did that. He looked to the thief on his right and said, "You'll be with me in paradise." So,
The debate
You never know.
continues. Yeah, Kenneth. I
Yeah.
think John is a great guy too. Like I really do. I don't understand it all. So I just having the conversations is good and it's fun.
I don't understand anything he says.
I'm trying.
I don't understand anything that John Young says.
My favorite
Oh,
Ortega, what's
Jonathan
up?
Ortega.
My favorite quote from my first sergeant is, "You can build 1,000 bridges, but you suck one dick, you won't be known as a bridge builder. You'll be known as a cocksucker." That's good. I like that. Good job. And that does sound like something that would come out of a first sergeant's mouth. Pause.
And I haven't listened to, I only listened to one conversation all day with John. So, I'm not, I don't know exactly like what all he said, but I do think that it's most people's journeys with faith starts with like a wrestling of through something difficult, right? Like, unless you were raised in the faith, it's like something, tragic happens and you're at rock bottom, and it's like where the problem of pain drives a lot of people to ask questions, right? Like suffering is a huge thing. And so I think unless you were raised to believe a certain thing and just it always has been that way, like I think that those difficulties is a lot of what drives us to God,
Oh, yeah.
And so it's not easy, but
or away from,
but then
away
ultimately,
from.
yeah. But then, I know a lot of people where like something tragic drove them so far away from God, but then they find that like nothing else in life will like satisfy them. They search for everything. They've tried money, wealth, sex, power, everything, and they're left just as empty as they were before. And then, they find
that's
God.
how we got Diddy. That's how we got Diddy.
What?
That's how we got Diddy.
Yeah.
Like legit,
yeah.
that's how we got it.
But is that coming from people that already like have a strong faith before and then lose faith and then try to find it again?
It's both.
It's both.
I mean, you'll see people who like have had no faith and they're, living totally, what someone would call like a hedonistic lifestyle, and then they find the Lord. And then there's people who thought they believed in God or had a faith and then veer and then come back. Like, I don't believe that you'll hear Christians say like, once you are born again, you can never lose your salvation, right? You could go live the wildest life. You could go, live like Diddy and you're always, a Christian. They're not going to say, I'm being facetious here, but like,
I know.
I don't, and that was a big one thing that as a Catholic now, like that's not, we don't believe that. We believe like each day you're in an ongoing, you have to wake up and lay down your cross and repent and understand that like you're not like this elect chosen, just God chose you and you're going to heaven so you can live however you want. Like God loves everyone and he's not willing that anyone should perish, but we have a responsibility to cooperate with the Holy Spirit that he gives us and puts in our hearts and to live the way he tells us to live. And like, that's not easy, but I do think that like, it's not this concept of like, you're X, Y, and Z people are saved and they can never, never, never lose that. And they can live however they want. That just doesn't make sense.
Okay, good. That doesn't make any sense for me either.
Yeah.
Oh, Megan.
We're getting pretty deep here. So I hope
that's fine. Why can't Jesus eat M&Ms? You're such a dick, Megan. They slip through the holes in his hands. You're so rude. Jonathan Ortega. Ellie, are you in a library like in your house? The shelves back there are nice.
Yeah, this is our library. Sean and I love to read. This is his office, so I'm down.
Really, I love the ladder.
That's cool.
I love the library ladder behind you. It's so cute.
Totally useless. I was like, Sean, can I get on it? And he's like, no, it doesn't hold up like 10 pounds.
No, it's official though. It's very cute. But I think that for me is why.
Oh, hold on. Ellie, have you ever read Knowing God?
I like J.I. Packer, but I have not. And I've heard of that book, but I have not read that one.
That's always the hard part for me because it's the saying of like, what is it? God made you in his image, or God made you exactly who you are. But then it's like, but you have to follow the rules of what the Bible says or something like that. Like that for me is always the disconnect because it's like, wait, if I'm made in the image of if I'm made in God's image and I'm gay, then I should be okay. You know what I'm saying? So like that always for me is that hard part of like, he accepts, but he is also very judgmental and particular on exactly how you should live. And I think that that's the difference between like you were saying, different Catholics. Some Catholics are like,
right,
you are in his image, he loves you exactly for who you are, but then the other side is like, but you're gonna go to hell because you don't follow his rules. So I think that's always the confusion about it, because like you said, different preachers preach different things,
right? And
So-
that's super tough. Like, Colleen, I get that. Like, that would frustrate me if that's what, you know, the way, I'll just speak, not what I believe, but the way what the Catholic Church actually teaches, not just a random Catholic who says whatever, is basically that you know, there is a natural order in the world. Like, I think we would all agree that like, you know, why do we say that like that's not fair? Or like, why do we know across all societies that murdering for whatever reason is wrong? Like, why do we know that? That if you think about it, like that shows that there's some type of like moral code or law written into the universe, and that means there has to be a moral lawgiver. Like, it can't just be us like existing, the Big Bang happened and we all just showed up, but all of a sudden we agree innately on certain things that are wrong in the world. Like, that to me is a really compelling case that God exists, first of all, but then that there's a natural law, like Thomas Aquinas would call it, like natural law written into the world of like basic, like when the fall happened, when sin entered the world, like we all have now like certain distortions or things that are not as they should be, in the sense of like God's rules make it seem as if like it's an imposing on our freedom, when in reality there is a natural order, like a way that the world ought to be, and it's not that way right now. And that causes the frustration, is like a lot of us disagree on what that natural order is. But yeah, I think that's why people think that God is imposing on our freedom. But if you're like me and you're a Christian, you believe that like freedom is really just reality, and God's giving us the guardrails to choose within his like reality, the world he created. So it's really not like imposing on us, it's more like guiding us. I don't know if that makes sense, but
absolutely.
But yeah, so
it's the morality thing I've kind of been tossing
you
around.
brought that up. You've brought that up before. For you, babe, you learned it in the church. I learned it from other people, not in the church. Like, you learned it in school, like, you know, be kind to each other, whatever.
Well,
like,
yeah. The thing that I've been talking about kind of with Bernie is just like, we all, whether you get it from religion or you get it like you did from school or being with your friends or whatever,
right? And other adults,
we
whatever,
all
yeah.
agree. We all agree on a certain morality, right? Like, a 30-year-old should not marry a 15-year-old. You should not sleep with your brother. You should
right
not like, don't cause physical harm. Don't
sleep with a married woman because they can take you to court. So I'm just saying,
right,
to bring it all the way back.
Exactly. Like,
full circle.
You know what I mean? Like, don't take other people's shit. Like, we've all agreed on this, right? That this is the correct way to go. And it's kind of like, as you look around now, what happens if we don't all agree on that anymore? And what happens if what I've come to agree on is not what the majority has come to agree on? And that's scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I think that's what scares people, and just, I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah. Do you feel
anyway,
like
I'm still
people
working
are
on it.
leaning more to religion now because of that very thing? Is that they need some sense of grounding or some sense of protection, maybe, in a way where it's like, because the world seems so out of its mind right now, I just need something. Do you feel like it might actually be bringing people to faith more than taking them
100%.
away?
Yeah. I think so. Going back to what we were saying earlier, I mean, you can try everything in the world to satisfy you. And I know it sounds like a trope, an empty trope or a cliche, but like, really, I went through a period of my life where I tried that too. Like, without God, I thought like success in CrossFit was going to make me ultimately happy. And like, you know, I never reached the top, but I know even if I had won the CrossFit Games, I would wake up the next day and like be like, all right, that's it. You know, like even Tom Brady says it. He won the Super Bowl however many times, and after the fifth one or whatever it was, he woke up and he's like, like, is this is it? Like, this is all like I feel, and I think that just like speaks to, and he's not a Christian, and it just it speaks to someone said in the comments, the God-shaped hole. I think in all of our hearts is like we are always
your mom,
gonna long for something greater than what this world can provide us, and
anybody know at halftime the Patriots were leading. Are they losing yet? No, maybe not. I don't know. All right, let's wrap this up. This was awesome. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank y'all. This is always so fun.
It was super fun.
Anytime.
I have no idea what we're doing next Sunday, but we will be doing something no matter what. I'm sure Dance will be back. Can we end on this though? Because I found something else that's really hilarious, and I love this.
They won.
The Patriots won. Oh,
yeah,
gross.
Meg's mom said that.
Oh, babe, you want me to give you some updates?
No, gross.
No,
28-16. What? Updates on what?
Who do you cheer for?
So your clickbait.
The Giants.
Your clickbait for Boz's video worked.
Shut up. What?
Yep.
Just get out of here.
Keeping it real. I know the title is clickbait, but now I am required to watch the entire thing and falsely believe that I will find out useful information about the Open.
That's hilarious. Thank you, Kippen.
Yep.
Do your job, bro.
Yep. Great interview. Boz is the best. Thanks for this. Great episode.
Boz is so fucking cool, dude.
Enjoyed this one. Thank you both and Boz. Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch that one.
He's amazing. He's definitely amazing. All right.
If you have not checked
do this.
that
If you
one out.
haven't seen this page, go follow this fucking page. It'll just make you smile on a daily.
Man or woman? Why the laughter?
That was so good.
Why the immediate laughter? I mean, that's not good.
It's a woman.
It's a woman.
Yeah.
Always?
100% a woman. Yeah.
Famous?
Very.
Married to somebody famous?
Yes.
Is their husband an actor?
That whole sentence
is wrong.
Married to a man or woman?
Woman.
Lesbians.
Hold on.
Wait.
You know what? I don't know the answer to that question.
This person is married to a woman?
Yes.
So lesbian.
I don't know.
What do you mean?
This is a good question.
I had the same one. Ellen's generous.
I have more questions now than when I started. Person got famous for reality TV?
That is part of it, but that's not how they got in. That's not how they began to get in.
Has the show aired in the last 10 years?
Like a quadrillion times.
2.5 Men?
The title could maybe work.
Okay. Wait. Caitlyn Jenner?
When he says that whole sentence was wrong, I fucking fell out.
so
It was
good.
so good, dude.
It's so good.
Jonathan Ortega, what's up? You should have named it. We interviewed Boz and I orgasmed multiple times. I did. I'm not gonna lie. And you can, somebody was about to find the timestamp, so you can do that. That's amazing.
Jonathan Ortega said he would do
Oh
that.
yeah,
too.
that was hilarious. Yeah, it's that Instagram will make you happy. Like it's just a happy algorithm type of thing. It's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, guys, thank you for hanging out with us. Love y'all. We'll have the panel show back on Tuesday. I don't know who's going to be on the panel. Hopefully they're all available for that. You should do that one time.
Oh my God.
KDL wanted me to say that to you, Ellie. You should do the political panel show that we do on Tuesdays.
At least watch one first.
You should do one time.
So you know exactly what Pat Lang is like.
Is it like Piers Morgan Uncensored?
Yeah.
Yes.
But just way
That's good.
tamer. Well, I mean, maybe not tamer. I don't know.
I don't know. The last one, Pat was pretty hot.
That was fun. It was a good time. It
was
a good
on
time.
fire.
We go in, pause, and then we talk about football after. So
it's such a fun show.
It's
end on a good note. Yeah.
So
That's
but
good.
yeah,
That's important.
thank you guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, KDL Tuesday show. Do it. I'll get you for one.
Enjoy. Have fun. I subbed in for one show and I was like, that's good. I'm good. That's the only show of hers that I don't hang out with. Someone was sick. Brianna was sick.
Yeah, Brianna was sick.
Or no, she was
Brianna
out.
was out.
She was
Brianna was out on the town.
She was out on the town. And so she had gotten ready to get on the show, and all of a sudden she's like, hey, you need to come sit on this show. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't want to sit on this show. And so I sat on the show. And
So I did it anyway.
All right, y'all. Thank you. We always appreciate the support. Come hang out with us on Glint and Things.
Yes.
And then I think Savon's still live. And
Yeah, please come support.
Yeah, come hang out with us.
Subscribe.
Yep.
Do other things.
Thank y'all.
Like it. Comment on it, even if you don't like it.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
All right, go watch
Bye,
that.
y'all.
See you next time.
Deuces.